Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Heavyweight Commentary proudly brings to you the podcast champions of the world. It's my main man, Mr. Breezy, and I'm your boy, Big K-Dog, and we are
the Heavyweight Commentary. Man, we back, Big K-Dog.
what it do.
And what a time to talk about wrestling.
Right?
Been some things, man. There's been some workings. I must say, I think this was a pretty strong week for the industry.
Yeah.
I've very much enjoyed what I've seen. There were some things that did not enjoy so much, and we gonna break it down. Let's break it down. Yeah, man. So, of course, our major PLE this past weekend, we had Clash in Italia. One thing's for certain, Big K-Dog, that crowd was lit.
They were a little fired up.
Woo!
They were a little fired up.
They way more than a WrestleMania crowd. I mean, not for nothing. I think the last crowd that was like that was in Europe. Unbelievable, man. They
Well, it's different. Like
Yeah.
you can't compare the two
Sure.
because the United States we have wrestling all the time.
That's fair.
So they only get wrestling, once every 10, 15 years.
Sure.
So yeah, they're going to be excited. They're pumped up that it's finally in their backyard.
You know, I noticed something, man. The way the international crowds do, you can tell there's a different level of connection to sports. I think it's mainly because they have football, right, as we call soccer. But that international sport is so big around the globe. You have so many fans that show up for contests like that, and they just get so amped. It shows, man. It really, really shows in these arenas. But not for nothing, man. I would say stateside, New York, for Double or Nothing, still rival that crowd. New York was off the chain.
Different fan group too, though.
That's facts. That's facts now. Shout out to Italia, they did their thing, man. They opened up with undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther.
What does Gunther have to say about that match?
What does Gunther have to say about that match? Wait, okay, let me get it. Cody Rhodes, you know you cheated. My foot was on the bottom rope.
No, it wasn't. It was underneath it.
The referee counted 1, 2, 3 like an idiot. Cody Rhodes, you paper champion.
Oh, okay.
I think he would say something like that.
Yeah.
And scene. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good. Match overall, man, I must say, my one of the big standouts to me was these cutters, man. These Cody cutters just get a little silly. I like Cody Rhodes a lot. I'm a big Cody Rhodes guy. The Cody cutter, man, I'm like, dude, when we start to do moves that are so telegraphed, and it's like,
Oh, you mean everybody waiting for Charlotte to do her move?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Like literally,
Sorry.
when you sticking your chin out and just waiting to get hit, you're like, boss, yo, that's not cool. It's not cool. I'm not with that. Other than that, solid. I think it was a solid match, man. Those two guys obviously can work. Cody and Gunther trading chops was an awesome highlight to the match. These two just wrestling. I mean, just going at it in a contest. I'm iffy. I'm always kind of 50-50 on a main title like that being defended first. But then again, I understand pacing of the show and things of that nature, so it is what it is. But the controversial win, or so they say, I didn't see that angle. I don't know. Was it just me? What do you think?
Oh, no, I saw it immediately.
Yeah?
You know, I'm not a fan of all the people on the outside putting their foot on the rope and all that stuff to break the count or whatever. I mean, we see it. It's like dang near every single match. If there's somebody that's outside watching the match, they're going to, at some point, put the person's foot on the rope. It's just a given. Like, it's a rule. They have to do that.
Yeah.
You have to pass a class. Like, can you put their foot on the rope? Okay, you can. So, okay, you can be ringside.
Yeah, now it can level you up to the main roster. That's your final program.
So I don't care for that.
Yeah, legit.
But I like that it ended that way. If you're looking at creating a continuance in the program with those two.
I'm with you. And that's exactly what my takeaway was. I was like, all right, bet. This looks like it's not over. Gunther immediately says, nope, I don't think so, Cody. I'm contesting it, what have you. Yeah, man, I hope that they have another go-round. They can milk this one. You know, I'm not always a fan of just milking everything till it's dry, but this to me makes sense. The challenge that they're going to run into, and we'll talk about this, of course, with Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns, is if it's a feud where you're making it appear that Gunther is chasing and it doesn't quite pay off, then you kind of leave us hanging. So I'm curious to see how they're going to book it. Will Gunther actually come out on top? That remains yet to be seen. But solid match, man. I thought it was a good opener. I was with it. Not bad. Stark contrast, though. WWE Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, Big K-Dog. What you think of this one? It's your hometown girl.
Yeah. She's a heel.
Sure.
She's supposed to have people interfere in the match.
Uh-huh.
What was Charlotte doing there?
Bro. Oh, man. Let's talk about it.
In terms of, appearances, that makes Rhea look really weak.
Come on.
It doesn't do anything. It didn't do anything for Rhea. It didn't help Rhea in any way.
Come on, brother.
If anything, it kind of hurt Rhea.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought it was Jade's best match that she's done in WWE.
Agreed.
Hopefully, this is not like the John Cena thing where you challenge for he beats you and then you're buried.
Yeah. No coming back from that.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not that, because I think she did a great job as champion.
Sometimes you wonder. You just wonder. Like, why the decision making? What leads them to go with one over another? Yeah, I can't call it, brother.
Well, you have interference from TKO, so
Sure.
there's more than likely a point of them just being, okay, you got to do this.
Yeah, man. I agree with you wholeheartedly that it was Jade Cargill's best match in WWE. And of course, there's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of, and there are a lot of people who do have valid opinions on Jade's performance. Having said that, man, I'm a firm believer that sometimes it's about the opponent and it's not about the skill set of the individual. Because we'll often be like, oh, well, this person botches or that person does this or this and that. And when you watch a match, you might discover the timing was off. Their opponent wasn't where they should be. They didn't know how to make that person look good. And with Jade, the whole purpose is make Jade look good.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. I don't care, you want to get this move set in. Not going to happen. Because you should be making Jade look good. It used to be if you got booked against a monster, you already knew you were going to take a beating because you had to sell the monster. So, Jade, to me, has not always been given a fair shot because WWE does this, especially with dominant level talent. They'll often try to put them in the ring and then make them job. And you're like, why are you jobbing?
Big Show.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll be right back.
You got it, brother. But why are you jobbing? You know what I'm saying? You're 325 pounds. You're 275 pounds. You're whatever the case may be. And you're jobbing to somebody half your size. You're jobbing to given the suspension of disbelief is not going to cut it. But, yeah, man, I just have a challenge with them jobbing monsters, jobbing dominant talent. And then you say, okay, this guy's 135 pounds. Well, you know what? Let's say, be fair. Let's say he's 170, 180, 200. But then you got 300 plus. And the ladies, obviously it's going to be equivalent, whatever. It's going to be different. But
Sure.
With Jade, you're looking at Jade, and just visually speaking, we're not doing MMA. We're not doing another sports contest. This is pro wrestling. It takes away from the fact that Jade should be dominant when you got Jade getting rolled up and silly stuff happening. So it is what it is, man. There's certain little quirks that I have with suspension of disbelief, just like when we saw doggone Nia Jax get stacked up by Paige, as it were. Was it Brie Bella? I forget now, but
It was Paige and Brie put her foot on her.
yes. It's just little things like that where it's like, dude, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. And you're not going to try to make me believe that. Thought Jade and Rhea had a strong match. Both of them performed. Did I want to see Jade on top? Yes. 100%. Think everything led to that until you saw a random, look like a fan coming out of the crowd. But then they say, it's the queen. And to your point, I'm like, where the hell did Charlotte come from? What does this have to do with anything? And now she's inserted, and you're like, for what? Why?
Sometimes I feel like it's written in her contract that she has to be a part of everything.
You're not lying.
Because they will inject her into storylines that have absolutely nothing to do with her. And it's like, what the hell?
You're not lying.
Like, I get it, man. I get it. At one point, she was the best that we had to offer.
Yeah.
She ain't the best no more.
Well, listen, man. I'm gonna
I
tell
don't
you.
even think she's top 5.
Listen, brother. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's 2026, right? I'm all about diversity.
Yep.
She is the first transracial WWE superstar. You got to give credit where credit's due. The very first transracial WWE superstar. Charlotte has absolutely crossed over. Hey, do you see her on IG?
No, I don't.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Charlotte, back in the day, maybe wasn't my cup of tea. That's one bad sister now, man. She's a beautiful sister. Can't make this up. First ever transracial WWE superstar. They're just trying to highlight diversity, man. Okay, let me stop.
Is this real life? Like, are we seriously talking about this right
If
now?
you see Charlotte on IG, I'm telling you, if you photoshopped her hair dark, you would think she was Mira Sade. No cap. If you put her, matter of fact, you put her and Mira Sade side by side photos on IG, you might be like, except for height, you'd be hard pressed, man. You'd be hard pressed.
Don't ever say hard and me and Charlotte in the same sentence ever again.
Listen, man, Charlotte, that's one bad sister. I'm gonna tell you, my brother, that's one bad sister. She doing it, man.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's great.
I feel like the principal in Billy Madison right now. We are all stupider having had listened to that.
I get no points, and may God have mercy on my soul.
Exactly.
Yes, but no, legit. Rhea Ripley defeats Jade Cargill. I get that they want to go with mommy, but yeah, man. I think Jade has so much to offer, especially with her faction. If you're going to get these ladies over and start to really bring them up, we know mommy doesn't need the title. But the power of the title with Jade having her faction, that could just take these girls into a different stratosphere. But what do I know?
A different stratosphere, yeah.
Yeah. Singles match.
This must be the dumbest match of the night.
Not Rhea Ripley, excuse me. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. They ran it back, Big K-Dog.
I'm going to have to go with my in living color man on film review.
Oh?
Hated it.
Okay, Big K-Dog, break it down. What is the nuance to the hatred?
Why did we have to have this match? Like, I get why we had to have it.
Mm-hmm.
WWE made Brock Lesnar either pay him $1 million or whatever it was that was still owed on his contract, or come back and finish out his contract. I guess because he ruined creative. But I don't blame him. I wouldn't have wanted the job to Gunther either. Like, that don't even make sense. How are you going to have him get choked out by Gunther?
I said it, and I'm standing on business. A former UFC heavyweight champion getting choked out by Gunther, a professional wrestler, one of the greatest professional wrestlers of our day. Nevertheless, to our knowledge, he's not been an amateur wrestler at any high level. UFC champion, former Division I NCAA wrestling champion, fought the baddest men on the planet in MMA. You can't tell me Gunther's going to put him out in a sleeper hold. It ain't happening.
I don't know. What did that? Let's look at it from this perspective.
Come on.
What did Brock Lesnar gain from coming back on that match?
Goose egg.
What did Oba Femi lose in that match?
I think he lost a lot of credibility, a lot of momentum.
I don't know that he lost credibility. Momentum, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it did take 7 F5s and one of them being through the announce table to beat him.
I get you.
I just don't know why we had to beat him.
I'm going to stand on business, man.
What is it like? We have like an Goldberg similarity. Like, if anybody starts to act in that way, we got to beat him. We can't have no streak.
To me, I don't care if he called in the U.S. Air Force and launched a Scud missile straight at Oba Femi and put him out. I don't care if he hit him with a Mack truck. I don't care if he pulled out a flamethrower, grenade launcher. To me, like you said, it didn't have to happen. And WWE has this habit of make him look strong. So we're going to hit him with the kitchen sink. And then finally he's down. That makes him strong. No, you know what makes him strong? Winning, retiring Brock, and moving on and dominating. You had him at the hottest, strongest. Man, when like we talked about, he came out and beat them two doggone, Los Lotharios, was it?
Is that what they call them?
I feel like at one point in time, I think they were Los Lotharios. I want to forget.
They were part of your favorite faction.
Oh, my bad. No, that's not Lotharios. That was Angel and Humberto.
Yeah.
He beat them boys from pillar to post after he's hot off a win against Brock Lesnar. He's unstoppable. You could have rolled that momentum all the way into SummerSlam against Roman Reigns. And that's all you had to do. You had one job.
Oh, they did. They jobbed him.
And then, of course, they're going to say, it's okay, kid. You're going to get the rubber match. Why did we have to have a back and forth to begin with? And Brock's retired. Who is he, Jay-Z now? Rolling Stones? How many retirements do you get? I know it's pro wrestling, but that retirement really meant something, man.
Not anymore.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
So they're going to have him retire in Minnesota. So that's where SummerSlam is.
I know WWE loves to believe and loves to try to deceive us into thinking it's all a part of the plan. Ha ha, we got you. We're in the Unreal era. So anything you see, is it kayfabe? Is it real? Is it real pretending to be kayfabe? Is it kayfabe pretending to be real? Oh, it's so meta, you don't know what's real. No, we're not stupid. And that's the problem.
We are, because we keep hoping that they're not going to treat us like we're idiots. But
you know what? You're not lying, bro. Actually, yeah, we are a bunch of clowns because we keep showing up for it.
Yep. And that's what I've always said. Like, as long as people continue to buy into this horse crap that they call booking, we're going to continue to get that. I mean, look what happened in from 2012 to 2018. It was terrible. I quit watching. It was so bad. And, I missed a lot of stuff, like a lot of John Cena matches and whatnot.
Sure.
But it was terrible product.
Rough.
The writing was terrible. The performances were terrible. And I feel like that's the era that we're in right now. We're in that same kind of era. Like, it started to get cool again.
Yeah.
And then they sold to TKO. And ever since they've sold to TKO, it's been a slow decay of what was hot. Like, it was the hottest thing for a while.
Yeah.
And now it's back to you watch wrestling?
About that.
And, I'm sure a month down the line, the Internet Wrestling Committee or community is going to jump on this bandwagon like they always do after we say something a month later. They're going to be up in arms about it. But it was stupid to have Brock come back and fight him. Make him fight Gunther.
Yes.
Like, if you're going to have him come back and be pissed off, have him go run through like 3 other people in the roster and just demolish them before you put them 2 back together, and then you have Oba beat him again.
Yeah.
And it's like he just doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't have it for this guy. This guy's got his number. He's younger, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster. Like, okay. Dang, I can't beat this guy.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel like Brock should have come back and say at SummerSlam or advertised to come back as a one-off. And if anything, like you said, Brock goes on a tear, and Brock says, you know what? I know losing to Oba, like he said in that video package, losing to Oba let me know where I'm at. Man, you put a hurting on me. You put a hurting on me so bad, I said, man, I'm done with this. If anything, I think the guy to give Brock his send-off, to make it make sense, ultimately, is Roman Reigns. Because that has been his nemesis. And the two of them have had this back and forth that has been, yeah, we know on his best day, Brock can beat him. We know on his worst day, Brock can beat him. But Roman Reigns has always somehow pulled it off. And, so make it that final match.
Pause.
Yeah, pause for real. That's crazy. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, they could have booked that and said, okay, if I don't beat Roman Reigns for the championship, I'm done for good. Easy. Easy. And you could have kept him away from Oba. Oba says, I retired Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar, one time only. Brock Lesnar in his hometown. Either he wins the title or he knows his time is up. You could ride that wave. Make a video package. Take it back to Brock's home in Saskatchewan. He's training like the Rocky montage. Brock is more focused than ever. He's more determined than ever. But he's also knows the clock is wearing thin. And this is the opportunity that they missed. They should have had a moment with Brock and The Undertaker, where The Undertaker says, hey, man, I didn't want to believe it, but when you broke the streak, I knew my time was coming to an end. And you have that moment where he sits him down and says, Brock, you can't be the beast forever. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. You're missing all of... You know what, man? I'm not going to give this away no more. You know, WWE... Have you seen what the writers that they have on their staff now?
Mm-mm.
I've seen multiple posts where people are investigating who's on their creative team and the writing team, and they're hiring, like they do for NXT, from these colleges for people who have advanced degrees, PR, what have you, and don't know a damn thing about wrestling.
It shows.
They probably can write political speeches, but don't know none about a wrestling. And now it makes sense. It makes sense. And this is why we get what we get. Man. Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Sol Ruca versus Becky Lynch. Your favorite Big K-Dog. Big K-Dog. Dare I ask your thoughts?
Every once in a while,
Yeah.
the sun, moon, and stars align, and Becky Lynch loses the title.
Wow.
Here's my hopes.
Yeah.
Fade off into the background.
Ooh.
Rest on your laurels. ESPN, Barstool Sports, they all say you're the best ever. Go be the best ever. Be the Miz. Show up at events and be the face, you know. Stay out of the ring. You're terrible.
You know, man.
No, we're not going to sugarcoat this. She is absolute dog water. And whoever at ESPN is saying that she's the greatest ever,
Yeah.
they should really move to Canada and have someone call a mental health check on them and have them put in the psych ward for no reason. Because that's absolutely moronic. And sorry, but Dave Portnoy should fire his wrestling team. Hire us. We'll do the wrestling content for them.
Fact.
They are terrible. If they think Becky Lynch is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, good God, man. Actually, you know what? I want some of those drugs.
Wow.
Because they are high-level drugs to be on that kind of time.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
They are some serious designer stuff because if they believe that Becky Lynch is the greatest of all time, they are out there.
You know, back in the day we used to say, you must be on that good stuff.
Because ain't nobody yet in the women's side come close to Moolah yet.
Ooh.
How you gonna say that she's better than Fabulous Moolah?
You know, but they're trying to erase that, brother.
I don't care what they're trying to do. They can't. It's a part of history.
Facts.
How you gonna say she's better than Mae Young? Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
Oh, dang, she did. That's true.
With a ring on it.
Oh my gosh.
But Mae Young is getting power slammed through a table off the second rope at 80-something years old.
Bro, that was scary. And didn't they yeah. Oh yeah, that was Team 3D or Dudley Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley power bombed her through a table.
And did Mark Henry World's Strongest Slammer?
I don't know. He was dating her.
Yeah, I know he dated her. I think at one point in time he slammed her.
So, there's so many women out there who have done more for wrestling than her. She just was the most popular at one certain time when there was nobody else worth publicizing.
Yes, indeed. I would firmly agree.
I mean, she got popular when Sasha left.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, Bayley is one of the most underrated women on the roster.
Yes, she is. I'll give her that.
Bayley can go out there and have a good match against anyone. And Becky can't have a good match with a 5-star athlete.
Yeah, man, they got to put more respect on Soul because I've seen, posts and I've seen multiple people in the IWC, commenters, podcasters, this or that.
Why is she doing this? Why is she doing this move? She can't. It's always. Have you ever thought that it's not her?
Facts.
Have you ever thought it's the dumb idiot with the red hair in the ring that ain't in the right place at the right time?
All timing.
I mean, how can she pull it off perfectly in NXT? Oh, because they're in the right place and they know what she's doing.
Exactly. Even the Soul Snatchers that were kind of like,
Now I'll give you credit. The one where they introduced her and she slipped on the ropes, that was bad. But all the other ones, there wasn't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And how you're going to tell me that she's going to soul snatch a referee? Of course, she's not going to do the full move on a referee.
But that was terrible placement. Terrible placement. Because it was, Becky moved her in the way, but it's a move that requires precision timing. It's not, you can kind of be, maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, if we're going to talk like the people that we rag on the most here, Charlotte Flair, her timing is terrible.
Ooh.
That whole cartwheel into a clothesline thing is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a wrestling match. If that move had an
Yeah.
IQ, it would be negative 756.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's some timing issues, man.
When the people have to stand for 10 seconds as NPCs and do this while you're doing a cartwheel into a clothesline because you're so slow
Yeah.
at doing what you're supposed to do, it looks terrible. Or they stand on the ropes and they go like this and they wait and then they turn when you're finished doing that stupid thing. Or the natural selection that nothing about it looks natural.
I think I may have only seen that thing catch like a couple of times.
You want to talk about Sol Ruca's move being bad? What about that move?
It's rough, bro. Now, man,
What about the manhandle slam that she can't even pick anybody up for?
I've said it time and again, dude. I think that is a foolish decision to make that a finisher because you're not a power athlete.
Well, yeah, she does cross training
Did-
or whatever that crap is. I forget what her and Seth Rollins do.
It's not going to happen, man.
Whatever the X Games, whatever that is.
When she had to disarm her, made perfect sense. You can get that on any body, and that's what a finisher, the criteria used to be. Can you get this move reasonably on any body? And you can almost use it from any position.
Hey, look at Rhea's move.
Yeah.
With Jade, the bigger athlete, she struggled to get it done.
She compensates by throwing forward, which was smart. I like how she did that because normally she can throw the small ladies up and just slam them. But with Jade, she leans and goes forward and pushes her out. And I'm like, okay, Rhea, because you're not yoking her up.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
But that's the whole point. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
but it should be what you can get on any body.
I feel like I get into this, I'm just going to bash this person mode, and then people on the interwebs want to come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I don't care. If you're going to claim to be the best, be the best in the world.
You ain't lying.
You know? Bret Hart said he was the best because he was the best.
Yeah,
and he went out there
yeah.
every week and proved he's the best.
Not lying.
But when you go out there and you're constantly missing spots and your matches are progressively getting worse and the quality is getting worse, even though the quality of person you're wrestling is getting better and better, like, there's a common factor to this equation, and it's you. You're like a vacuum cleaner. You suck.
Well, man, I love that Soul put in the work. Soul pulled some moves in that match that were like, wow. I got to say, man, I love the innovative offense.
Yeah.
For my taste, I'm going to say, because I love Soul Ruca, I don't think that she needs as much. I'm sure that, maybe creative or just coaches or whatever are egging her on, pushing her to do things. I think, man, Soul's got it. And she doesn't have to do nearly as much as she is doing. And some of the things that's like, okay, she's going to be exposed, not because she can't, but because her opponents are that far behind. That's my only challenge with her is maybe dial it back a little bit and know that your opponent might say, sure, I'll take that, but they're not going to make it look good.
Yeah.
And that's really just timing issues. Like when she dove to the outside, she ran, she hit that beautiful flip over the rope to the outside, and it turned out basically to be a jumping moonsault, but Becky wasn't quite there. And Corey Graves, of course, he has to call it out. Oh, she barely got it, and it's like, yeah, but
why did she barely get it? Who was where they weren't supposed to be?
Exactly. She hit it on the spot. And as a gymnast, being on the spot is your job. You know that you can hit that flip any day of the week and tag that. You could put a dime on the floor, and they're going to hit it. She's that good.
Yeah.
But What do you do when, people can't keep up? So Ruca, yeah, man, that's my only thing is, baby girl, just take it back a little bit so that
I don't think so.
now,
I don't think you
Yeah.
you do that. I think you push harder. You make the competition rise to you. Or you prove their lack of ability.
I'm with you if it wasn't WWE, but you know how that go. Are they gonna say, oh man, Becky's lackluster, or are they gonna say, that didn't look good, and side with their golden girl? Hopefully not, but I could see it.
She's old as a golden girl.
Dang, that's wild. Now that's wild. Nevertheless, So Ruca took the title, man.
Good.
Congratulations to So Ruca, Women's Intercontinental Champion. Love So Ruca. I definitely I hope, because I heard Michael Cole or Corey Graves say that she reminded them of Lita, and I'm like, look, man, I'm going to keep it 1,000. I enjoyed Lita in her day. So Ruca's better than Lita. She is far better. And that's just because of time, because of just a lot of factors. I'm not hating on Lita.
The thing, I think I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But the thing that made Lita great was she dressed like an alt girl.
Uh-huh.
Her panties were hanging out of her pants
Come on.
all the time.
Come on.
And she did a moonsault.
Come on. And if we go back, many people were forgetting because they want to associate her with the Hardy Boys.
No, she came up with, I forget his name.
S.A. Rios.
Yeah.
S.A. Rios. And the red hair wasn't even her gimmick. He had fire red hair, and it was unique.
Yeah.
And she was to match him.
Yep.
And he had a sick moonsault, one of the best I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And she would do the moonsault behind him. So a lot of what she had was borrowed. Not hating on Lita. It's just history.
And she was just one of the first women to do it.
Exactly.
I get it, but, again, you're talking about somebody who is a wrestler and somebody who, like you said, is a professional gymnast that turned and became a wrestler. Different ball game.
Yeah. So I don't want them trying to cast that shadow because WWE loves to do this historical, oh, yeah, well, we're taking it back. No, I think So Ruca is her own. She doesn't need to be Lita. I would say So Ruca should go back to her NXT ring gear because I don't even want her associated with that Hardy Boy look. Like, she was killing it in NXT. Nothing wrong with the girl. Nothing wrong whatsoever. Finally, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match. Tribal comeback. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu.
Historically, I'll tell you, I'm not a Romans fan.
Sure.
You go back and check the annals of this show. I've always not been a Roman fan.
No doubt.
However,
Come on.
I thought this was a well laid out match.
Yes.
If you're gonna tout the Tongan Death Grip as this unstoppable move, how brilliant was it to smash the hand that he does it with? Okay, you want to do that? Here, eat this.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you're going to do me a curb stomp? I'm going to put you in figure four leg lock and break your leg.
Yes.
Now do your curb stomp when you can't jump off of one leg.
Yes.
I thought that was because technically Roman was the heel in that match.
Sure.
So I thought it was great heel work.
Sure.
I'm going to bust your hand every chance I get. I'm going to stomp it.
Yeah.
I hit it with these stairs. Now, I thought it was corny the way that he had his hand inside the thing and they hit the stairs above it. I get that. You got to make it look good.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt the guy. But I thought it was brilliant to smash the hand.
Oh, man.
Because there's an old saying and Mike Tyson is the one that I know that said it, and it was prominently used after he said it.
Yeah.
Could have been passed around, but I only heard it from him. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Come on.
And you could physically see, and this was great on Jacob Fatu's part.
Yeah.
You could physically see that the smashing of his hand wrecked his whole demeanor.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you the other liking of this, and I don't know if you saw this or not, but when Delonte Brown fought who's the gypsy guy that's the world boxer, Tyson?
Oh, Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Delonte Brown or whatever is Delonte Brown? Is that what they call it? He calls himself the Brown Bomber.
I know you're talking about.
He knocked Tyson Fury out.
Yeah.
And Tyson Fury woke up during the count of 10 and got up and came back.
Yes.
And fought and beat him.
Yes.
And the demeanor after Tyson Fury got up, you could tell that didn't matter how hard that guy fought, he was beat mentally.
Facts.
And to see that dynamic in the Jacob Fatu match, where you could see, he was trying to overcome his inner demons and he couldn't.
Facts.
That was the beautiful thing about that match.
Yes.
I'll give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
That was a well-organized match from start to finish.
I think why this feud with Roman and Jacob is well organized. I firmly believe that Roman has the majority control. You can't tell me that Roman Reigns himself did not orchestrate this. Now, I'm not saying he has total control over the finish at all, but I believe that from the start, bringing Jacob up to challenge him, the Tongan death grip, everything that played out and fleshed out, I believe Roman Reigns was the one who really had that control to say, hey, this is how we are going to do it.
This is how we do it.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, that spot when he smashes the hand, I'm like, oh, my God.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, because, like you said, he's like, oh. And then kudos to the announcing team because that's where I thought, oh, man, how's he going to do Tongan death grip now? And they highlight that. Oh, he's neutralizing the death grip. Brilliant. Jacob Fatu, man, he got taken to deep water in this match, brother. I saw that he was wanting to do the oogie boogie. My man was saying, he didn't have all the steam in the engine. Nevertheless, he looked like a big guy working. And I love that about that match. You had two heavyweights working. And they had a great pace. They had energy. They did their thing now. But for two guys their size, you gonna use some steam.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed seeing the mighty moonsault, these guys going at it, slugging, Tongan death grip attempts, no. Roman pulls a turnbuckle. I'm going to kind of zonk the smashing and bashing Jacob's head on that steel ring and no color. I'm going to zonk that a little bit. Because I keep saying, WWE, if you're going to do these spots where a guy, he just about gets his head gashed open and no color, it's not working. It's just not working. So that's one takeaway. But other than that, man, don't mind Roman retaining. Love what we saw Monday Night Raw. Jacob Fatu says, I acknowledge you. And Big K-Dog, we got the MFTs waiting in the wings. And Roman says, I got something for him, meaning Solo. What's next for the Bloodline, Big K-Dog?
He also said that LA Knight and Who else did he say? He said somebody else like LA Knight, and somebody else deserves a chance too.
Ooh.
Hey, I hope they have a fight. And what I hope, and this is just me, is I hope that they reunite the whole Bloodline faction.
I'm so with that, bro.
And you bring Solo back into the mix as not the enforcer, because that's clearly Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
But you bring Solo back in. You got Tala Tonga. And who's left? Tongaloa? Not Tongaloa. Tonga.
Tamatonga, yeah.
Because Jeff Cobb or whatever they called him, he's gone.
Dang.
They released him, and Tongaloa's gone. They released him.
Sure.
So you just got those 3 guys. Bring them back, and now you got 7 Bloodline members.
Dude, a united Bloodline, to me, that could be like the Samoan NWO.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And honestly, I would put Solo in that role of like the wise man. Because Solo, for the longest time now, has been orchestrating his own group. Solo can be the strategist, whatever you want to call him, right? The capo,
Yeah.
right? Now Solo.
Consigliere.
Exactly. I love it. And then he's plotting it. Hey, Roman, we going to do this, man. Okay, we going to get boom, 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 boom. And then Solo coordinates all the hits, if you will.
Yeah.
Right? So if they got to handle business, Solo's the one running point on it and getting everybody in position. I love it. A united Bloodline, and then finally getting my man Zilla in there. And the girls, man. I really do think that they should get the girls. Finally pull Naya in there. Get that right.
Yep.
It'll be fire. And the Tonga twins, hey, man. Them some bad brawls. Get them in there.
All right, my man. It's about that time.
Yeah. Well, listen, y'all. We appreciate you. It's much love. Love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Listen to this on all platforms: Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find your podcasts. You can find this heavyweight commentary. It's subscribe here on YouTube is free. Don't forget to do that. Hit that bell so you get notified when we put out a new video. And stay heavy, baby.
Stay heavy.